Welcome to Traveling While Black.
Hey, what's up? I'm Anthony, this is my wife Marley, and welcome to another episode of Traveling While Black.
Yes, welcome back everyone. As a brief reminder, our show is based on our experiences traveling, and we base those experiences off of how good of a drive it was, how much fun we had, and most importantly, how comfortable do we feel as Black people visiting for the first time.
At the end of episode 95, our first trip to Portland, we said the next time that we came back to Oregon, it was going to be for nature. Well, we lied. We're going back to Portland again.
But we did experience some Portland nature this time, so we didn't fully lie. But also this time around, we wanted to experience a more diverse side of Portland.
Yep, especially Black Portland. To make that happen, we were lucky to be connected to someone very tied into the Portland community. Our new friend, Jonathan Riley, founder and CEO of Better.
Yes, thanks again, Jonathan, for helping us out on this trip. And we are just really excited for you all to see our experience in Portland this time.
Yep, so take a look at the episode, and as always, let us know what you think.
In episode 95, we took our first TWB trip to Portland. On that trip, we experienced some history, a local food spot, and some Portland culture, which we enjoyed enough to give a 4 out of 5 for level of fun.
But even after the fun visit, we were left with some questions unanswered. See, considering the notorious history of the state's racial laws that we spoke about in episode 95, we were also there to find out just how far the city has changed in 2022 from the state's racist past. Our problem was, we didn't experience Black Portland.
Void of that experience, we couldn't fully answer that question, but before the year ran out, we had to get our answer. Luckily, we were connected to Jonathan Riley, founder and CEO of Better, who agreed to meet up with us and hook us up with some recommendations that will allow us to experience Black Portland. Drive grade. For the drive that plenty of local Seattleites have told us they have taken in one night, there was a couple of differences.
Yep, for example, as opposed to our first trip, the weather allowed us to see the views on the way down. But another example being this trip's crazy stop-and-go traffic, as opposed to the steady moving traffic of the first trip.
Yes, the usual 2.5-hour drive was almost 3.5 this time, but a major contribution to the traffic difference was the day and time we went.
Yep, a weekday at 3 p.m. is a bad idea. With that being our mistake, and given we gave a 5 out of 5 last time during more ideal travel times, we'll just do the same for this experience. For drive grade, we give a 5 out of 5. Level of fun. We were back in Rip City, and most deaf excited to check out a different side of Portland. The first move was to meet up with our new friend Jonathan, and since he knew we wanted to experience some nature this time around, he recommended that we meet up at Mount Tabor Park.
Mount Tabor Park is a park that sits on top of an actual volcano. It offers a variety of trails, some of which are paved, that run throughout the 176-acre park. As we strolled through Mount Tabor Park, taking in the nature and the unbelievable views of the city, Jonathan briefed us on an abundance of options for experiencing Black Portland.
The first place he pointed us to was located at 2518 Southeast 33rd Avenue, and it served an important purpose by providing access to Black literature. Third Eye Books, Accessories, and Gifts. Third Eye is a 100% Black-owned bookstore whose owners, Michelle Lewis and Charles Hanna, take pride in providing African-centered books and accessories.
We can say it was impactful looking around the store and seeing all the shelves filled with Black literature and the walls covered with Black people. No surprise that we enjoyed our time at Third Eye Books, Accessories, and Gifts. We absolutely recommend everyone stopping in anytime you're in Portland. Next, we experienced Portland's wine scene via Black-owned tasting room.
Located at 912 Southwest Morrison Street, the Crick PDX is more than just an ordinary tasting room. It is the vision of owner Bertoni Faustine, Oregon's first known Black winemaker, who set out to create a space that makes wine more accessible to all people via artifacts, art, and music, all dedicated to hip-hop culture.
The wine, which comes from Bertoni's Abbey Creek Vineyard, is really good as well. And again, we found ourselves having a blast this time during our tasting at the Crick PDX. We definitely recommend a visit when you're in Portland.
We have been enjoying all of the options offered to us, and to be honest, we were surprised on how many we had. But with our time in the city being limited, the third and final spot made for the perfect opportunity to experience a lot more of not only Black Portland, but also other diverse communities in the city all at once.
This time taking place at the Oregon Convention Center, the My People's Market is a collaborative event organized by Travel Portland and Prosper Portland aimed to advance opportunities for business owners of color. There was music, food, and of course a bunch of Black, brown, and other business owners of color, offering everything from art, clothing, and even mental health consulting.
Once again, My People's Market had all of the people we were looking for all in one spot. We had a blast, meeting all of the inspiring entrepreneurs and hearing their story, and of course, copping some of their merch. My People's Market events occur once a quarter at different locations, so check out their website for dates and locations for the next one. You can also find that link as well as links to the other establishments within our description.
As for our overall experience in Portland this time, not one option disappointed. A perfect 3 for 3, which was one better than last time. Perhaps a large part of that was not only due to the awesome experience each specifically offered, but also being around more diversity in the city.
Yep, that could most def be it. For level of fun for this trip to Portland, we give a 5 out of 5.
Comfortability for Black people. It's not surprising why in this visit to Portland we felt comfortable and way less weird than before.
Yeah, it was great. Visiting the local Black-owned establishments and being among a more diverse community of Portland.
Yes, despite the state's racial past, there are Black people in Portland and are striving to continue to make it better. Hopefully we were able to not only show you all where these communities are, but also encourage you to check them out on your next visit to Portland.
What is also great to know is that all of the people and businesses featured in this episode believe in reinvesting in their communities and are actually doing it. So again, we absolutely encourage you to check out these businesses and even others not covered on this episode during your next visit to Portland. Because what a beautiful irony it would be if the biggest city in a state originally founded in hate and exclusion would be a thriving mecca for the people it intended to be excluded.
For comfortability for Black people for this trip to Portland, we give a 5 out of 5.
We hope you found this episode to be helpful and entertaining. Be sure to check out our previous episodes.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And check out our merchandise on travelingwhileblackseattle.com. And be sure to reach out if there's anywhere you would like us to check out.
Until next time, beautiful people, stay up, stay true, and do you.